Hi everyone, welcome back to Chandra Trainings. Are you preparing for a Pega interview? Then this video is for you. Today I am sharing most common mistakes that candidates make and we'll see how to avoid them to succeed. So mistake number one here. So not understanding the requirement properly. Candidates sometimes jump to answer without clarifying. For example, if interviewer is asking you, how do you fetch customer data in Pega? Some people will simply say like, I use a data page. But the better answer can be here is, I would use a data page to fetch customer data, making sure it's read-only and refreshed properly. Can I assume the data is internal or external? This shows you understand the context and ask clarifying the questions. Mistake number two, the common mistake here is talking only theory. Interviewers want to know how you applied it actually. For example, if you got a question asking about like data transform. So we see candidates simply saying like it transforms the data. But the better answer can be as I used a data transform to map API response data into case properties for a customer onboarding process. Giving a real scenario like this makes your answer stronger and believable. Don't simply stick to theoretical part. And the third mistake, what generally we observe here is forgetting production issues. Interviews often ask for examples of problems what you solved. And we see most of the people saying like, we did not work on most production issues. So it is not actually convincing. And the better answer here can be, in production, we had a data page not loading for 5,000 cases. And maybe we used a tracer and checked service rules and identifying some issues or caching issues and fixed it by refreshing the data page and adjusting the reloading strategy or handling exceptions. In this way, if you are showing practical problem solving skills, then it will be impressing the interviewer. So every time you are supposed to tie the interviewer with some real-time examples what you practically worked on. And the mistake number four, what generally here will be ignoring Pega best practices. For example, some people says, I just create activities for everything. Whatever the requirement we say, they'll simply say like, I'll create an activity. But the correct answer should be like, I follow rule resolution, use data transforms, and declare pages wherever needed, and maintain proper naming conventions to keep the application scalable. So if you can answer in this way, every time saying it as I'll go with activities, then it will be demonstrating professionalism. And interviewers will look you like more realistic. And the next mistake what we observe is lack of confidence. Speaking too fast or hesitating can reduce the impact. And we see, for an example, if we ask any question to a candidate, they'll keep a pause. They'll say like, I think, or maybe I use an activity, or this. They will not answer it more confidently. So the better approach here can be, I would use an activity to fetch legacy data. And here is how I implemented it in my project. If we can again correlate with some real-time examples, so it will be like showing more confidence and clarity for the interviewer. And the overall summary of all the 5 common mistakes again are, first, you should get clarity on the requirement or the question what interviewer is asking you. And then more think of practical examples. Don't run behind theoretical concepts. You have to quote every time practical scenarios. And it will be very great if you can include production issues, production user stories. And every time consider following the best practices. Don't say like for everything as an activity to be created. Follow the best practices, best naming conventions, and always speak confidently and very clearly. Okay, so if you follow all these tips, no doubt you'll stand out in your Pega interview. And if you found this useful, please hit subscribe for more Pega interview tips and of course real-time examples and any kind of quick learning hacks. So comment below your biggest interview challenge. I'll try to help you in solving it out. Thank you everyone.